Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Top of the day. How about that? Now, I don't know what time of the day y'all gonna be looking at this or seeing this, but just hope that your week is gonna go well. Hope that your weekend was good. And my name don't mean nothing, but welcome to a channel with no niche. So, today I went to go and buy me some Spanish food. And, a lot of times I find myself getting angry or things start to get to me when I'm hungry. I don't know if any of you feel the same way. But let me tell you exactly what I mean. Sometimes I become indecisive of what it is that I want to eat. And then I'll just go outside to see what is open, what's available, to see what I might feel like if I don't feel like cooking. Because sometimes I don't feel like cooking. And sometimes in our house we don't feel like cooking, That's why I had to switch it and say it twice. Not only I, but we don't feel like sometimes cooking. But make a long story shorter, today I went to go get some Spanish food, and I was very appreciative of the lady who made my plate, because sometimes when I go to certain places, and not just Spanish food, but any place, I have sometimes a real big pet peeve as to where, I want to go eat, I'm hungry, and depending upon the intensity of my hunger, I start to become like really particular. I get fickle, and I start to get real finicky about, how my plate's made, who make my plate, because everything becomes a thing, And sometimes for me, if I'm hungry and you do something that's not to my liking while making my plate, that image stay in my mind while I am eating. And it get me tight, because number one, now I don't want to eat. Number two, I felt like I wasted my money. We're gonna go the other way because they're shooting over here, something like that. Number three, I just, it just doesn't rock me right. And obviously it's a lot of people that's in the restaurant, because everybody loves this restaurant. They get what they call that silver platter, that silver bowl, or that silver plate. You get either small, medium, or large. And right away, you see the same person, who had count the money, now go around and grab your plate, and now her thumb is all in your plate. And now she's like, okay, so what you want? And she's not aware of the fact that she just finished counting money, and she's not wearing gloves. And all of a sudden now she's like, okay, next. For me, there ain't no next. So I'm sure enough not next. Then I would say something like, excuse me, but can you give me another plate? Number two, can you please grab a glove? Number three, where you're not aware of the fact that you just counted homeboy's money with your fingers, and now the same fingers you got my plate. Sorry if I seem a bit like, I don't know, maybe I can come off kind of like an idiot, because you're like, oh, come on, Donald, it's not that serious. But can I tell you something? Some of y'all people started doing it since COVID. I've been doing that before COVID, because I don't play that. I'm very particular when it comes down to me eating. It's got to be made a specific way. The other thing I don't do is I don't eat after people. The other pet peeve I have is that I don't like when people pick, or they take the same fork that they had in their mouth and put that fork in my plate. Yo, you will have big issues if you ever take your fork and put your dirty fork that you had in your mouth, where I don't even know where your mouth was, in my plate. We have issues, we have problems. And I ain't with it, Jack. I ain't jacking that. So at the end of the day, that's just the kind of dude that I am. I don't like doing stuff like that, and I don't want nobody doing that to me. So that's my pet peeve, Again, this is a channel with no niche, and sometimes I might feel a little saucy. And that's how I feel. And so, but to end off on a good note, I was very, very happy that the lady made my plate. Not only did she make my plate, but she made it with gloves on. I don't play none of that.